Being a Friday, we have an entertainer in the house, a musician, and also a chef, if you want to call it that. Someone who is multi-talented. He owns a live band as well, and he plays and performs for several artists, including, himself in terms of live performance. So we're looking at live performance as well as studio sessions for bands this time around, talking about the music industry. And here with us is the CEO of Gingerbread Band, also the CEO of MP's Kitchen. Moses Peter is the name, and he's known as Mpsound on stage. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Moses.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you?
You look cool, calm, collected.
But when you're on stage doing your thing, are you normally just cool and calm? Because I don't think so.
When I'm on stage, I have a different look. I'm usually very serious on stage.
Okay.
People say I don't smile, but maybe because of my seriousness. So I have to listen to everybody because music has to do with working with your head. Like you just have to listen to everybody. The bass guitarist, drummer, the lead singer, and understand the crowd too.
Okay.
Because you need to pay attention to everybody. So me being the band leader, so I think I have more work to do. So aside just playing the keyboard, or just playing my instruments, so I have to listen to everybody. I have to make sure that my guys are okay. I listen to them. Are you fine? While I'm playing, are you fine? Okay. I need to be sure that everybody's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Let's start from the basic. Your name is, unique. Moses Peter. I mean, two biblical names, and the first question will probably be, are you a pastor's son?
Pastor's son. Well, my mom and dad, they are this
the king, deaconess, elders, do something like that.
My dad is a deacon in church. My mom is a deaconess in church. So they have this high role in church.
How about you? What are you in church? Choir member or floor member, or don't even go at all?
I'm a keyboardist in church.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in church choir. Yeah, I've been in church choir like from
childhood.
Yeah.
All right, that means that's where your love for music emanated from. Yeah. Okay, now tell us about your out of asked your journey, but then you already mentioned from the church choir. But at what point did you know that music is what you now? Let's leave your chef, the cooking part of it now. Okay. At what point did you know that you wanted to do music and probably own a live band? Okay,
when first of all I started music through singing. I started singing in church. Okay, so thanks to that was then. People say my voice is terrible now, but I think that's a lie. Do you understand? Since there's production, we have different auto-tune, so there's no way. Come on.
Although you perform, like with live band, does that still apply? I mean, it's not a recording session where there's the mixing and mastering of the thing.
They have to be mixing and mastering for live performance too, so that when you drop them outside, it has to sound clean.
Okay, that's good.
So I started music, singing, thanks to my sister. Yeah, my younger sister, she introduced me to Afana, let's be doing this thing now. You understand? I got interested. Then I switched playing the drum set. So I was playing the drum set, and then I wasn't loving it. It was like, this is not what I want to do. So then I started listening to keyboard playing, like just keyboard sound. I just go in my house. I just play keyboard lines, just keyboard on YouTube. And then I started loving this instrument. Then I had to start learning the keyboard. Yeah. So at what point that was I think before I got into the university. Yeah, I had dream like, okay, I want to have a band. Not just having a band, we do stuff like with different artists, and then we get to have shows every year. Yeah, because we have shows every year, like that's towards November and December. So yeah.
Okay, you've just given us a very interesting journey. We'll get to the point of you playing for several artists, and I'm talking about your band now. But at what point did you think, rather than be a solo artist, you wanted to have a live band? you know, and why a live band? There are those who, you know, probably in school had friends and okay, you know what, let's do this, let's, you know, form a duo or a team and, you know, sing. But why live band? You go back to the likes of School Key, P Square, you know, you've had those duos, you know, perform over time. But why live band? Why live music?
Okay, now we're in this environment where people are sad. So let's start from there. You know, Nigeria is tough. So music is a language. Do you understand? So a lot of people listen to music, and then unaware to them, they don't know they are listening to music. So I had to just think of, okay, how can I use my instruments to talk to people, because I see music as a language. So while we are speaking English now, so music is another language where I have to speak to you. I have to speak to the soul or to the heart. So that's when I thought about coming out with my guys. Okay, I started in the studio first. Production, yeah, I do production, music production. Okay. So I thought about, so while I'm producing these songs or while I'm working with different producers, can we have sessions whereby people have to see us, not just listen?
Okay.
So the point where, okay, like people listen and then watch. Okay. So basically it's also a means of finance, making money. So so I see it as, okay, I have to feed from it, number one first. Then I have to speak to people through the music. So I think that's where the whole idea came in for the live band, live session, playing for different artists, and then having videos to put out there too.
Okay.
Oh, that's
all right. So you mentioned a couple of things now, but the finance part you mentioned now, we have a lot of people do live band in Lagos. Of course, Lagos is the entertainment hub as much as it's a commercial hub too. So what's the uniqueness in your? Well, everybody will say that is unique, but then it's very important we know what we are unique with. We carve a niche for ourselves, know our strength. So for your live band, what kind of songs do you do? Every kind of song, or there's a particular kind of thing you know that your Mpsound is good with and can perform very well, that would distinguish you and stand you out from other numerous live bands we have in Lagos?
Okay.
And also will bring money to you too, because that's what you're doing it for us. But
so basically, I'll say the aspect of how do I put this? Or
do you want me to just start for one after
the other?
Okay, what kind of songs do you do in your live band?
Okay, we're not just focusing on one kind of sound. Okay. Yeah, we do recent sound. Yeah, and then we go back to the 90s, like where we have the traditional Afro music. So, and we do the modern Afro music too. And then we have different genres of music. So it's important as a musician, you need to be versatile. So you need to be able to touch every sound or every genre of music: soul, R&B, reggae, pop, Afro. So I think my band, we do all kind of music. Even when it comes to the wedding, like the Owambe setting, we have a section or a segment for that in the band. Okay. So we do that kind of music too.
That brings me to my next one too. So the finance part, how lucrative is it? Like I said, we have a lot of, and where we have a lot of people selling cups on your streets, it is difficult for one person to make so much money. So when we have a lot of people doing live band in Lagos, how lucrative is it to do live band? We love people in it.
I'll be sincere with you. Believe me, it's very tough because we have a lot of musicians in Nigeria, most especially in Lagos. We have a lot, like even people from other states come down to Lagos because they see Lagos as the central.
It is central.
Like So first of all, I'll talk about the branding, like how I introduce my band to these artists. Okay. So we started, this whole thing started like through getting links from different artists. It started where I was in a record label, like it was my guys. We started a record label. So these record labels, like imagine me, you, we start a community or a record label, and then you have a friend who is an artist, you have a friend who's an artist.
Okay.
So I have that privilege to link up with that same
friend,
artist. I have
okay.
that privilege to link up with the artist. So then I try to invite them to the studio. First of all, we don't pass it to them that, okay, we want to make money.
Okay.
We pass it to them that we want to make music.
Okay.
Because everybody's interested that they want to make music.
Music.
So I pass it to them that, okay, let's make music. So because I know that artist is a show artist, I know that your artist is a show artist. So I bring them to the studio,
Okay.
we make sessions, we make music. In the studio. Okay, I get your songs, I send it to my guys, we listen to it very well, score everything in details. Then we come to the studio, we rehearse together, record it. So then I send it to you as a clean audio. Then sometimes with the video, and I'll push it to you that, okay, let's have a show. Let's have a show. Now, if I want to do a show tomorrow, I have my crowd. So it's not just a day thing. A day stuff. I've been doing it like from the 2016, 2017.
Okay.
So we do a show. We start it free. So just use that to get the crowd. Use that to get the crowd.
Yeah.
Then first show, second show free. Then they already have that sound in them already. We've already spoken to them through what we're
looking
playing.
forward to having you back.
So at that point, the second show we introduce new performances, like new artists, new performances, games and all of that. So then the third show we had to ticket them.
Okay.
Then we come in with the ticketing. Then through that, these artists that we do free things for, then when they have another show,
They call you.
then they call us, then we build them through that.
Okay, that's quite impressive. Talking about the artists that your band has worked with, you want to drop some names?
Okay, fine.
Sure.
Okay, I've worked with several artists, Rotex,
Okay.
yeah, Black Mountain,
Okay.
Vector, like
Okay.
Vector the Viper.
Yeah,
you know my
VC.
Vector, yeah. Noah, like we had a show with him yesterday,
Oh, okay.
Celebration, Noah. And then we worked with Dina Ade, like that's a female artist, yeah. And Shore,
Okay.
Shore, yeah. So many artists.
A list of many
Beyond
others.
beyond working with these artists, as a live band, you have your own shows. Do you guys also, release your songs out there? Like, for example, Gingerbread music, and then you release singles, EPs, or albums?
Okay, so basically, we that's a plan we're trying to work on for December, because we're in the studio. We're actually working on like 3 songs, so to drop like 3 singles.
Okay.
Probably in December and in January.
Okay.
So we just all we have is just we do shows. Yeah, we just have clips of those shows. Yeah, because we do shows every year.
Okay.
So we have clips of all of these shows.
All right. Now, Gingerbread, it's the name of a cookie. Yeah. We used to have a biscuit called Gingerbread. So did you love Gingerbread so much and you had to name your the question now is just what's the idea behind the name?
Now I'll be sincere with you how this Gingerbread came up with. So my guys, I'm the kind of person I have a lot of ginger. Like if you're my friend, you know me that okay, if I'm with you, there's no dolly moments. That's the same thing with my guys. So we're in the studio and then we're there for like 10 hours. We're just making music. So there was a lot of ginger basically. So like we were playing and then ginger. So that name was just coming. And then the only food that was available at that point was the bread. It sounds funny, but
no, it's actually quite interesting because I could just reason the creativity that came from the ginger and the bread available, and then it coined into gingerbread until this gingerbread.
It sounds funny, but so we're trying to name the band. So this one coming up, this name, and then more guy. Let's just name this thing Ginger. So we're like, Ginger, and then one of them like, now this bread they give us this ginger. So we just had to just sum it up, Gingerbread band.
You could have added the man to it. There was a story that was titled Gingerbread Man when we're young, very small.
Yeah.
And I can remember I read that book. But that's great. So let's talk about, you now in that band. You're the band leader, definitely have responsibilities to your crew. But more importantly is, as an artist yourself, you talked about playing instruments. Is it only the keyboard? What other instruments do you play?
I played bass guitar and I teach music
Generally.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Theory of music.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
theory
great.
of
So,
music, okay.
keyboard, bass, guitar. Are you looking at adding one or two other instruments in time?
I think the saxophone. Yeah.
Oh,
the alto
okay.
sax.
You have a flair for it.
Yeah, I think I like
Okay,
it.
so Mpsound, permit me to drift from your music now into the aspect of you cooking. Because it seems that that is what appeals to a lot of people. Music, of course, interestingly, you do things that appeal. Food is something that people need every day, and music is something that suits the soul. So, the aspect of you being a chef, how did that come up? The love for food, for money, or something?
Okay, first of all,
You like food?
Mpsound is a foodie.
Okay.
I love food.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Good food.
good, yeah.
So
very
people say you like
important.
food. Food can be
Yeah,
anything.
good food. I mind what I eat.
Yeah, so good food.
So, how the chef thing came up with? Okay.
You were hungry one day, so let's go.
No. So basically, it was more about starting up a business.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
that was the idea, like side business. Yeah. So, as a young guy now, there will be some kind of money that will be in your hand, and then you're like, should I squander this money? Should I put it in the bank, in my bank account? What should I do? So I was thinking of what to do. Guy, you love to cook, you love food, and then I have friends. I have a lot of guys. You know, when you want to do something, you start with your homies first, your guys. Yeah. So I have guys that love food. So why can't I just start this with them? So then I thought about it, and I met a friend of mine that is also a chef. Then I spoke with him, and I want to do this. I want to do this. So I started working with him, like moving around. It's not just cooking, so you need to know the business aspect.
Of it.
So I was working with him, and then I told him, okay, bro, I think I'm ready. So then we had to go to the market, get all of the things needed, cooking equipment and everything. Then basically I started with a canteen.
Okay.
Yeah, I started there first. Started in the canteen, and then
Was it back then in school?
I was still in school.
Okay.
Yes, I was still in school. I started that. I'm still in school basically.
Okay.
Yeah, Nigeria.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't matter. So
suspended,
it doesn't matter how long
conditionally.
you're in school. Just you're doing it, and that's what matters. So go on with your story.
So I started. I thought I had to look at, okay, what can I start with? What can I start with? I can't just start with all varieties of food. So I had to start with pasta, like spaghetti, turkey, and then grilled fish, chicken and chips. Those are things that
Easy things, yeah.
people will say, I think I want to eat this.
Australian students.
Yeah. So I started that first, and then I had my guys always patronizing me every day. So it was looking like, oh, this thing is good. Like, so I think this is a good business. So I was doing that for some years. Yeah. So it got to a point I had to close down the canteen. Okay. Yeah, due to some technical issues there.
Okay.
Yeah. So all I do right now is just online.
Okay, all right.
So you still find time to cook despite the studio sessions, performance,
sure.
Because he likes to eat, so as he's cooking, he's putting his own inside to eat. Okay, that means you actually have nice friends. Because some friends would say, because you're our guy now, so give us for free. That means
I still hear that a lot. I see that some of my friends are always meeting now.
you give me for free too. Talking about the cooking of a thing, you said you had to learn the business from your friend. Did you also learn the basics, the ropes of cooking from him in terms of different delicacies?
Yeah, I had to learn his recipe.
Okay.
And then I had to go online to see different recipes, and I had to come up with my own.
Okay. Yeah. You simply preempted my next question. How do you come up with your own recipe and make your food taste different from others? Because you hear things like, oh, there's several chefs and they cook the same thing in terms of probably spaghetti stir fry or jollof rice or what have you. What makes your own food different in terms of recipe that makes customers want to patronize it all the time?
So I'm the kind of person, I love to eat. I love to taste different restaurant food. Yeah. So I had to learn my friend's recipe. So I had to see, okay, this is how it tastes. This is what is hard. Okay. Then I had to go online. I had to see some things harder too. Then I had to go to other eateries like the regular fast food we have out there. So I always make sure that every day I go out to eat spaghetti. Every day. So I had to say, okay, this restaurant they did this restaurant they did not have this one, they did not have this one. So I had to, but basically I cannot, all the things I know, I cannot do everything once, you understand?
Yeah.
So I just had to look out for the major things that people will always look out for. That if it is not there, they even if the food is, if it's not there and the food is still sweet, they still see that this food is not complete. So I had to look out for those things. Okay, A is not here.
B is not.
B, people like A, C, and D. So I had to make sure that I had to hold on to A, C, and D
So,
to make sure that in my own food it is there.
Okay.
That's yeah.
So quite an interesting business. So currently you like you just mentioned, you do online. And what if you have an online order and then you still have music to do? Like you said, you were at an event last night, and probably this morning you have an online order. So how do you juggle both of them?
I have people that work for me.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah, so when I'm not around.
For the music or for the food?
No, for the food.
Oh.
Okay.
For the food. I have people that work.
Do you cook yourself sometimes?
Yes.
Okay. And it's sweet, it's nice.
Obviously. You cannot try acquire one, guys.
Oh, okay. I forgot. I'm so sorry. Apologies.
Don't worry, she would patronize you. Just give her the discount.
I cook too. Come on, we'll work together.
now let's get back to the music. Are you looking at any point in time putting out a project, talking about singles, you personally now, Mpsound, I'm not talking about the band.
Okay.
Are you looking at putting out a single out there, or it's still just the band?
Okay, so I must confess, I have a song online.
Oh.
Yes, I have a song online. Yeah, I dropped this song in 2020 during Corona. So then I was always in the studio, just in the studio. I was just making music. And I thought about it. Let me drop something out there. Everybody's at home, so I'm very sure that a lot of people will listen to this jam. Let me call it the jam, because it is. Yeah. So then I have a song online. So and then for my band, we're having projects that we want to drop out. Yeah. It's going to be a live session with different artists we've worked with, and then new artists too. Okay. So I already sent a proposal to different artists. I'm just waiting for
their response.
So I think by November or in December before our show, then we should do that.
That's great. So you want to take him on the career challenge?
Well, if you are not a singer or a chef, do you have anything else you would have been probably?
Well, if I was not a musician, should I use that word?
Yeah, musician generally. Or entertainer or a chef. What else would you have been?
An entertainer. I don't like the color, like the office, so I don't think I want to do anything relating to
9 to 5.
Yeah, 9 to 5. So,
or you didn't want to be a doctor or an engineer at some point in your life? Because children at some point.
So I think first of all, I wanted to be. It's still into the entertainment. I wanted to be an actor. Like I wanted to act.
That's
so it's still inside entertainment.
Okay. Probably I should have rephrased. I should have used singer rather than entertainment. Okay. So you want to be an actor? Probably. Okay. Let's just assume you are in an audition for a blockbuster movie that's a Netflix original, and you're auditioning for.
Let me give him the role of a lover boy, and you have to woo her.
No, okay.
So get into character.
You have to woo me. Let's
get into character.
Wooing me is money.
In 30 seconds.
David, I've given you an expo. Wooing me, you have to show me dollar cash, weights of dollar pounds or dollar pounds, and But just woo me and
she doesn't collect single
sweep me off my feet. I'm hardly swept off my feet.
So are you wanting me to woo her right now?
Yes,
apparently, you're already in character.
Audition. You just licked your lip. Number one failure. Okay, woo me. You didn't ask what I like. I've told you money and food.
Hi. Hello. At least you are rude for not even saying hello back.
Do I have to be nice?
You're rude for
I don't have to be nice. I don't have to be nice.
Just continue.
You want someone, you have to be nice. Is every girl you've asked out that you would on the street answered you?
You don't answer me. I don't think I'm.
I don't want to answer you.
Take
then
2 from the top. 1, 2, 3, action.
You must do what I want.
Hi, pretty.
Yeah.
Can I have your account number? Can I?
Freaky. And I'm wondering how much would you probably send with an account number?
But for the fact that you're here, can I have your account number? as a woman, I'm very sure that you will just call it immediately.
For as a matter of fact, if someone walks up to me and the first thing I say is I can't remember, I'm looking at you as probably you think I am broke and you want to show me you have money, and that's a turn off for me. Something else, please. I'm putting on
That's obviously a lie.
No, this is me. I'm telling you, if the first thing you meet me and you should at least try to make me want to listen to you than that's an insult. I'm working. Come on, I'm not broke.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a big
Anyways, just before we wrap up this conversation, the issue of acting now. If you have offers, is this something you still, you try to explore?
I think I lost interest in acting a long time since I started music. It got to a point I had to start managing like an artist and work as a personal assistant. So the music is just
the primary thing now. Okay. Are you studying music in school by chance?
No, at all.
Oh, okay. That's all right. You want to freestyle for us before we leave? Just
He said his voice is the people think.
You let the people decide if the voice is terrible or not.
But it's still based on your choice.
I think I will just sing my song.
Okay, sing your song.
Okay. Okay. The chorus, the verse. Let me start on the verse. She no like me when I no be somebody. As the pepper rest, she said that for yard. She said she want to chop money. Moi. That's the title.
Okay.
She says she go fit to kill the somebody. Says she go chop money until I change my mind for her to start to chop money. Moi. She want to chop my money. She want to chop my money like moi.
Do you have a thing with money? Because you asked a woman and you talked about money. I was thinking to talk about money, but then we would like to listen to the jam, as a matter of fact, and then it's been an amazing conversation with Mpsound. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Although you didn't succeed in wooing me, but we will let that slide. Next time you get your lines correct and know the kind of woman you're wooing, so you don't misfire. Thank you so much, Mpsound. And no hard feelings. So come on, it's just
no.
Before you look for me on the road and beat me about our power. Thank you so much, Mpsound. We appreciate
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, quite an interesting conversation with Mpsound right here in the studio. We'll take a short break now. It's still Friday. Do not forget, and lots of interesting, entertaining conversations for your viewing pleasure. Stay with us. We'll be right back.